Imagine walking into a room and feeling a sense of home and comfort. You notice the soothing color of the walls and the brightness of the room. You see how perfectly the furniture is placed, and there's a vase of your favorite flowers on the table. Not one thing is crooked or out of place. What you just imagined is the work of an interior designer. I asked my audience, why do you think interior design is so important to people in homes? Some said because that's the most time you spend there, is at your home. Others said because you see it every day, and some said because it shows your personality. Today we are going to look at the meaning and history of interior design and the jobs you can get in that field. According to Google, interior design means the art and science of understanding people's behavior to create functional spaces within a building. An interior designer is someone who works with a client to create rooms and spaces based on their preferences. Let's look at the history of interior design. According to the Interior Designers for Legislation in New York, interior design is over just 100 years old. In the early 1900s, the word for interior design was actually interior decorator. It changed then to interior designer in the 1930s when a magazine decided to call it that. I asked my audience, who was the first interior designer of the world? No one seemed to know. The first interior designer was Elsie de Wolfe. She published the first interior design book in 1913. In 1923, Dorothy Draper made a design firm, and she was the first documented commercial interior decorator. Some of the legislation of interior design is, in the 1970s, the Foundation for Interior Design Educational Research and National Council for Interior Design Qualification established standards for interior designer professionals. In 1982, the first U.S. legislation supporting interior design was passed in Alabama. Interior design has come a long way since the 1900s. There is more to it than you think. Here are 12 steps on how interior designers decorate a room. Step number 1, get inspired. They say that you should get together in one place, like a folder or a binder, all the different things that inspire you or that you like. So interior designers usually meet with their client and they'll come together and make a folder about the client's preferences. The second step is to find common threads. Find the exact style of the client. So do you like more classic, modern, or traditional styles? The third step is to take inventory. See what things the client has and then what things they need. The fourth step, consider your lifestyle. What are you using that room for? And then decorate it according to. Step 5, come up with a wish list. So come up with things that you want to see in there, but don't budget yet. Just come up with things that you like or don't like, just so that you have it all in one spot. Step 6 is to measure and map the room. They say a good app to use is Lucidchart to design a room and then place the furniture pieces or whatever you want inside of it. You can also use paper and pen, or you could actually make a model yourself. The 7th step is to map out the lighting. See which areas in the room are going to need the most lighting and which areas don't need as much. Step 8, budget everything. Usually the client will have a specific budget, and then the interior designer will take that and put it towards the pieces that they need. Step 9, start with the big pieces. Start with the biggest things in the room and then make the little things around it go together with the big pieces. Step 10, pick an investment piece. This is optional if there's something that's a little more expensive that you want to invest in. They say this is the time to pick it and then make your room based off of that. Step 11, pick a paint. Usually you think you do this at the beginning, but they actually say to pick the paint at the end of doing interior design because you now have the furniture selections that you like and you can pick a tone that will complement it. And then step 12 is add any little accessories or things that are showing your personality to the room, so it kind of brings out what you like and dislike. Now, you can pursue a career in interior design through many colleges or by starting a business yourself. You don't necessarily need a degree to start an interior design business. According to PrepScholar.com, these are the top 10 design schools in the U.S. New York School of Interior Design, Parsons, the New School of Design, Pratt Institute, Rhode Island School of Design, Savannah College of Art and Design, Cornell University, Drexel University, University of Cincinnati, Fashion Institute of Technology, and Syracuse University. In this field, you can get many different types of jobs. There are a few options, such as interior or spatial designer, production design in theater, TV, or film, a stylist, a graphic designer, a visual merchandiser, or an architect, and many more different areas that you can use with this degree. Now the salary for this, you usually can start around $26,000 a year and work your way up to about $91,000 a year. So it's a pretty good paying job. You want to make sure that you're starting your business or working in an area that needs interior design. Usually smaller towns might not need it as much as bigger towns. Interior design is a profession that is becoming more important in this age. You see it all around, whether on HGTV shows or DIY projects. Interior design can even be done by you without having a degree. You can see the importance throughout the history, meaning, and jobs in interior design. Thank you for listening.